You know how your AI assistant is incredibly smart, but it's kind of stuck in a box. It can't easily talk to your email, your calendar, or your work files all at once. Well, that's all about to change, thanks to a new standard called the Model Context Protocol, or MCP. Think of it as a universal translator for the entire world of AI.
All right, so here's our game plan. First, we're going to look at the total chaos of AI integration right now. Then we'll see how MCP is this brilliant USB-C port solution. After that, we'll peek under the hood at its architecture, break down its 3 core building blocks, and finally, we'll get to the good part, why this changes absolutely everything. So let's kick things off by really digging into the problem that MCP was created to fix. It might seem a little messy at first, but once you get it, you'll see just how elegant the solution really is. It seems like it should be simple, doesn't it? Why can't we just, plug an AI into any tool we want? Well, the truth is, the way things are now, connecting AI to the real world is a fragmented, inefficient mess that forces developers to do the same work over and over and over again. Developers have a name for this headache, the N by M integration problem. Just imagine you have a bunch of AI models, that's N, and a bunch of tools or databases, that's M. Right now, to get them to talk, you have to build a custom one-off bridge for every single pair. Got 10 AIs and 10 tools, that's 100 separate integrations you have to build and maintain. It's a total nightmare that just doesn't scale. So what if there was a universal plug? A single standard port that everything could just connect to. Well, that's exactly what the Model Context Protocol is. It's the elegant answer to all this chaos. The best way to think about the Model Context Protocol is as the USB-C port for AI. It's a totally open standard, which means anyone can use it. And the beauty is, a developer can build a connection just one time, and it will work with any AI application that also uses MCP. No more custom jobs, no more wasted time. It just works. And this isn't some futuristic concept. It's happening right now. Anthropic, the team behind the Claude models, introduced MCP with a really big goal: to standardize the way AIs talk to everything else. Their vision is to create a future where any AI can seamlessly connect to any tool, creating a truly unified ecosystem. So how does this universal port actually work its magic? Well, it all comes down to a really simple but incredibly powerful 3-part structure. Let's meet the key players. Okay, think of it like you're at a restaurant. The MCP host, that's your main app like VS Code, is the maitre d'. It's in charge managing the whole experience. The MCP client is the waiter. It takes the AI's request and translates it into a standard order that everyone can understand. And finally, the MCP server is the kitchen. It's the specialized service that actually does the work, whether that's fetching data from a database or, sending an email. All right, so we know the rules, but what can they actually do? The whole system gives the AI 3 fundamental powers, or primitives, that let it understand and interact with the world in a really deep way. First up, we have resources. The easiest way to think about these is as the AI's personal library. They are passive, read-only sources of info. Things like your local files, records in a database, or documentation for an API. This is how an AI gets grounded in facts. It's the stuff it can read. Next, there are tools. Now, if resources are for reading, tools are for doing. These are the AI's hands. They are functions that let it actually take action in the world, like sending an email, querying a database, or calling an API. This is how the AI can make something happen. And the final piece of the puzzle is prompts. So if resources are the library and tools are the hands, then prompts are the instruction manual. They give the AI the wisdom to know how to use a tool correctly or how to handle a certain situation. Put them all together, and the AI has everything it needs: what to know, what to do, and how to do it. So we've got the architecture, we've got the building blocks. But let's get to the real question. Why does any of this matter? Why is a universal standard like MCP such a massive game changer for the future of AI? Well, there are 3 huge payoffs here. First, it seriously cuts down on AI hallucinations because it connects the model to live, real-world data, not just old training info. Second, it paves the way for what we call agentic AI. AIs that can actually find tools on their own and figure out complex tasks for you. And third, it delivers on that dream of universal connection. You build your tool once, and it plugs into any AI system that speaks MCP.
And for anyone who's a bit more technical, the protocol is also super flexible in how it communicates. It can use a really fast, direct method for things on your local computer, or it can use a web standard to stream data from cloud services. It's built to handle pretty much any scenario you can throw at it.
So, if all this has you excited and you want to dive in yourself, the best place to go is the official MCP GitHub repository. Anthropic also has a fantastic quick start guide that will walk you through setting up your very first connection. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. With a universal standard like this on the horizon, if you could give your own personal AI a USB-C port to connect to anything in your digital life, what would be the absolute first thing you'd plug in? Your email? All your project management tools? The possibilities are about to get really, really interesting.